The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are those of the individual guests.
What is going on, my Go Squad? Welcome to the Armed Citizen Podcast Live. This is episode number 351. Today's date for the record keeping is Tuesday, July 30th, 2024. We are live as always on YouTube, streaming to over 150 countries worldwide. And we're also streaming live over on X, or the artist formerly known as Twitter, to about 4 people. So if you're out there in the live stream, go ahead and say something. We don't know that you're out there unless you do. If you have any questions, comments, whatever, go ahead and put them out there. We enjoy those questions and comments, and sometimes we'll pick them and we'll let it run around the panel for a little bit and see what happens to it. Sometimes we like going down rabbit holes. It is what it is. If you are watching this in replay or listening to this in podcast form, we do invite you to come every Tuesday night to the live show and watch it live. Like I said, we got a really cool group of people out here that's here every week, and be part of the magic. If you are listening in podcast form, we do ask you to rate, review, and share. It does help the algorithms. If you want to text into the show, yes, you can text into the show. Utilize the Ghost Tactical Hotline presented by our good friends over at Wilder Tactical. That number is 530-364-4678. And go check out our good friends over at wildertactical.com. They've got probably the best duty / war belt / whatever you want to call them belts out there. They've got gear for everything that you need. They've got accessories for belts, for carriers. They've got first aid. They got it all. If you're a gear junkie like I am, go check out our friends over at wildertactical.com. If you're a veteran, really anybody, but especially if you're a veteran and you're in that hole, you're in the darkness and you're looking for that light, call me, text me, email me 24/7. I cannot give you medical advice, but I could probably talk you through some stuff. More importantly, I could be a good ear just to listen. If you are looking to get towards some medical attention, remember 2 things. 1, you are not alone in this fight. You have a lot of brothers out here that are willing and able to help you in any way possible. And 2, the world is a much better place with you in it. So please, utilize the Veteran Crisis Hotline, 1-800-273-8255. Once again, 1-800-273-8255. Veterans, press the number 1. We are spotlighting, as always, United States Marine Corps. If you have any questions on what it takes to earn the title of United States Marine, see the website marines.com. And as always, we are proud members of the Self-Defense Radio Network and the Firearms Radio Network. Go check out all your favorite pro-gun, pro-2A podcasts over at selfdefenseradio.net and firearmsradio.net. Let's get this off of my ugly mug. Let's say hello to the merry band of morons for this week. Kyle is en route to the Hizzy. I don't know if he is still driving or if he is there he is. Look at that sexy beast. And we'll come back to Kyle here in a second when he gets to the Hizzy. We'll go to the guy from the weirdest state in the union, the only state that has 4 letters and takes 2 mildly educated people to spell it out. I don't know. From the weird state of Ohio, we have Chris from the 740. What's up, bro?
What's going on? Glad to be here.
Yeah, you feeling better? I know you've had a rough couple weeks between family stuff and being sick. Man, it's been a brutal
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, it's not been fun. We did get her out of ICU today and got her into a step down. So at least we're going in the right direction.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Foxtrot out there, he's a squid. He says being able to eat a box of crayons is all you need to be a Marine. Is there more? I don't think there is, especially grape ones. I'm down with grape ones. What you got going on, Chris, on the channel? You been able to get anything recorded and all that stuff?
Yeah, I was able to get out Friday and do some filming. I've been doing a bunch of filming with the Bear Creek Arsenal Grizzly, and it is actually a surprisingly really good gun. So
yeah,
and having a lot of fun with that. I didn't know. I kind of held off on getting one and doing the review because I thought it was a Glock 19 size, and I've just been doing
what
so
is
many
it?
different.
What size is
So
it?
it's an
Roughly?
actual 17 clone.
Oh, it's a 17 clone. Interesting.
Yeah,
I love me a good
so
17.
yeah, it's a really really great gun, especially for what it costs. So
Yeah.
optics ready, threaded barrel.
What kind of footprint is it? Do you remember?
I think they're all RMR.
RMR. Okay.
Yeah. I don't think they have anything but RMR.
Okay.
So, very cool.
Well, I'll be looking forward to that video coming out pretty soon. Yeah, Wes says he didn't know it was a 17 clone either. Yeah, because you see a bunch of 19 clones out there, and the 17 is such a great pistol. It really is. Interested to see the video on that one for sure. You gonna have any live streams or shows coming up anytime soon?
Yep. We're going to do a show Thursday night at 8 Eastern. We got Ron's coming on from Steel Valley Casting. So it should be kind of fun to sit and talk to somebody about making
That's reloading talk there.
Yeah. Well, I'm just more interested in the process of him making the bullets, like how he sources all the lead and everything. Because, I mean, he's making them in mass quantity. So it'll be it should be an interesting conversation.
Yeah. Foxtrot says, I just got my wife a Shield 380 EZ after a day at the range. She fell in love. That's great. I'm a big fan of that gun. I'm a big fan of 380. I'm a huge fan of the Shield, and that EZ is going to be perfect. I'm glad that she likes it. It's funny. The Shield, I'm not saying just the 380 or the EZ or anything, but the Shield family really, in the last few years, has kind of been forgotten as far as the impact that the Shield had on concealed carry. And it had an amazingly huge impact a decade or so ago. And that original Shield was, I still think if it's not the top, it's in the top 3 probably best carry guns ever. And that the Shield opened the door for a lot of things. And so I love hearing, even though it's a 380 EZ, it doesn't matter to me. I love hearing people still getting into the Shield and still loving it to this day, because it's one of my favorite carry guns of all time. As a matter of fact, I felt so strongly about it. I gave mine to my daughter. She loved it. And I'm not going to give my daughter a gun that I don't feel is going to be a great carry gun for her. So, Shield, good job. Good job, Foxtrot. That's a great choice, and I'm glad she likes it. Standing on a corner. Is it standing? God, it's been a long weekend, bro. I'm tired. Standing on a corner in Winslow, Arizona. Such a fine sight to see. It's a Ginger, my lord, and a flatbed Ford from the Gun Owners of America and Fully Loaded Reviews. We have John the Ginger, soulless bastard. What's up, homie? Is that pink or is that purple tonight?
It's light purple on one side and red on the other, so it makes this nice.
Look at you.
Yeah, but yeah. I mean, it matches your colors. That everybody has their name tag on. I figured, why not?
I'm all for it, man. It sounds crazy, and people might say something, but not this particular shade, but like a pale, like pastel pink is actually my favorite color. I know that sounds strange, but pale pink is my favorite color. And so laugh all you want. I don't give a damn. Yeah.
But you know what today is, right?
What day is it?
Today is Tuesday.
Tuesday. Good people. Special teams. Tuesday. Cerebral Firearms. What's up? Gun Snob. What's up, man? What's up, Kent? Let's see here. Fluffy just said that BCA just released their 8.6 blackout AR pistols yesterday. Really? You guys got me in on the idea of the 8.6 blackout. I might have to reach out to BCA and see what's up with that. Before I do that, Chris, do you have an 8.6 blackout already? I can't remember if you said you had one yet or not. Okay.
No,
do you know? Who's the guy that you said is like the 8.6 blackout guru? Who's that channel?
Eagle Run T3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is he reloading, or what's he doing for ammo?
I think he's reloading it, and then he's got a lot of companies sponsoring him, giving him ammo to test out on the channel.
Okay.
There's a lot of boutique ammo stores or ammo companies that are making ammo for it and kind of having him test it out on their channel.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I was just trying to figure out if I'm able to secure one. I don't know. I don't even have any ammo here, so I have to get it online or something, because I actually checked and there's no 8.6 blackout ammo within an hour and a half of me. So,
or you could talk to Fort Scott Munitions at Goals.
I could. I probably I will do that. But when I do testing, it sounds. I mean, I would love to do that, but I want to try to get like 2 or 3 different to be able to do some different testing with it, different grains and all of that. But yeah, I mean, I've got a great relationship with Fort Scott. Been friends with them for years. So
I was talking to Cerebral Firearms earlier today. He said he was going to stop by and say hi, but he is actually going to be joining us at Goals. So excited to meet him out there.
There you go. Well, welcome to the dark side, my man. Artex is Callaway Ballistics. Okay. Fluffy's got his 8.6 up and running good. Nice. Making sure I didn't miss anything. Kyle, you still driving, homie? Kyle.
Yeah, I think Kyle's still driving. Do you want me to do 2A Tuesday?
Let's do 2A Tuesday. Do 2A Tuesday. There's a lot of stuff going on with goals and all that stuff.
Yeah. So first off, 2A Tuesday wise, let's talk about the assault weapons ban that Mass put in. It's really bad, real scary. Same thing with New Jersey. They just added a new assault weapons ban. So we will be fighting on that. I have to wait for the legal team to give me more advice on that deep dive, but there's going to be a fight on that. And it seems like the Northeast is just turning into California even more and more every day, and getting way worse.
Yeah, it's we were, before we went live, some of us were in the reading the documents and all that were signed by the governor, and yeah, it's pretty disgusting what they're trying to do. It's kind of funny, actually, the fact that barrel shrouds were put into this. Is like, do you understand that that's there to like not burn your hand? That's the whole point of a shroud, and it's hilarious. Like that makes it an assault weapon. It's literally there to protect your hand. It does nothing else. It literally does nothing else but not burn your hand. But hey, what do I know?
Hey, you forgot about forward grips and grenade launchers and all
that
other fun stuff.
They literally specify a grenade, anything that can take a suppressor, a threaded barrel that can take a suppressor or a grenade launcher. It was literally written in there. Grenade launcher has been mentioned, folks.
Why? I don't know. I don't have a grenade launcher. I don't even know where to get it.
Even if I wanted one, I couldn't afford one. Let's just be honest.
Oh, yeah.
Fluffy says they're getting ready to pass more stuff in Michigan, too. I believe that. Here's the thing, guys. It's election time. And let's just be honest. You're talking about states. Now, Michigan could be different because Michigan is in play. That's a swing state. Massachusetts and all these other, New Jersey, they're not going to be red. They're hardcore blue states, and all these people are trying to get reelected. Let's just be honest about it. That's what it is. Now, Michigan is going to be interesting because if they do come up with something, that is 100% a swing state, and that could put Michigan in play, which could be the detriment of the Dems. I don't know. I'm just saying. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
Liberate Massachusetts.
Liberate. We need to like have like a ribbon or something at goals.
I'm okay with that. Speaking of goals,
he's not wearing the ribbon. Anyways, go ahead.
Speaking of goals, we are 2 weeks out. I looked at the calendar. I fly out in 2 weeks to Knoxville, so we are 2 weeks away from goals. We've added a couple companies today, including Bass Pro Shop got added today.
Nice.
Smoky Mountain Guns and Ammo is going to be doing a blind booth that got added today. 2A Bourbon is going to be doing a garden. Unfortunately, we can't drink at said garden because of the laws and restrictions, but they'll have their bourbon there for you guys to look at. Really cool company.
Look at.
I mean, I wish I could do samples, but the convention center kind of poo-pooed on that one. We added let's see, what was the other one? The Ranger organization and all their affiliated organizations, as well as Stuff and Things.
Have you ever been contacted by Recon Sniper Foundation?
Nope.
They were supposed to get in touch with you. Okay.
Same thing with Pincus. Never got back to me. He said, "Yeah, we're in," and then never got back to me. So
you know what happened there.
Yeah, I know what happened there. Also, I saw 2A with 2A boys. Unfortunately, I will not make it out to Guns Out this year, but there will be a group of people from GOA there.
Like a state rep or something?
No, it'll be the home office.
Oh, okay. Cool.
It'll be, I think Eric Pratt's going and Clint's going to go.
Well, it's right down the road from them, from you
Yeah.
guys, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's not too
It's
far.
like in Virginia. Is it Virginia or Maryland? I can't remember where
It's in Ashburn, Virginia. Yeah.
Yeah, I knew it was either in Virginia or Maryland. Couldn't remember which one.
But yeah, kind of sad I can't make it to that one, but I've got bigger fish to fry, unfortunately. So I'm staying home.
There you go.
Also,
yep.
New FLR video out. As of Sunday. New FLR video on the gun that you should not buy and do not buy is the Sky CPX 2. Check that video out to see more on why you shouldn't buy the Sky CPX 2 and how it broke immediately and was
I'm
broken.
going to go out on a limb that says that I'm never going to work with Sky ever. So I can go out and say that that's a piece of trash.
Mm-hmm. We chucked it. They literally chucked. There's
like
the
literally.
Chucked. Yeah.
Anyways, you would think that they would have fixed their shit in.
It's a design. It's a design feature.
Yeah, it's just
a design feature. Yeah.
So, is it out yet? It's out. I haven't seen it. I've been busy all weekend.
It launched on Sunday, so it's out now.
Oh, well, that's why I didn't see it. So, okay, yeah, I'll have to go and check it out. From Anderson Manufacturing, we've got our home diggity. What's up, Kyle? You able to talk? Are you still driving?
I have landed.
Oh man, you sound good. Listen to that sexy voice.
Yeah, buddy. Got that,
buddy.
Got the radio voice going and all.
Yeah, I get that. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Here's some Boys to Men to get you through the night. Man, you had an interesting week last week, and we'll talk a little bit about that, and then what's going on at Anderson as well.
Yeah, just got back from the Salute the Veterans tour, so that was freaking
badass.
badass.
It looked like you had an absolute blast. I saw your pictures that you're putting on Instagram.
Yeah, I had too much of a blast. Barely got any sleep out there, so playing catch up has been a little difficult, but it's all worth it in the end, man. So,
oh yeah. I
ain't putting in those ghost hours. I'll tell you that right
now.
But
I'm just a weak little man,
At Anderson, everything's still pointing towards goals, getting everything ready, starting to work on range day guns, getting some of them. I just got some word from John today that we're good to go for full auto, so. Gonna put a few things together, so super excited, man.
OP's gonna let you go full auto. Nice.
Yeah, we're gonna get a few full auto dissies going. It's gonna be sweet.
That might be the biggest hit. He's gonna get a couple full auto dissies going at range day. Oh snap!
Kyle, if you don't have a speaker blaring Fortunate Son while people are shooting for Dissy, I will no longer talk to you.
I know. We're not going to – Chris isn't going to be there, so he won't be screaming Vietnam in the background. So we'll have to get something
I can do it.
Cool.
I can do
Fortunate Son on the speaker while everyone's shooting full auto dissy. I'm just saying.
Basically, I need to source the loudest speaker I could possibly find. Because you want to be able to hear it over the gunfire, right?
So, this sounds like a challenge for Snob. You know, he's got some redneck shit there in Oklahoma. I want like the loudest, most obnoxious Bluetooth speaker that you can get off Amazon Vine, Snob, and bring it to Goals. And we're going to hook that sumbitch up at range day at the Anderson booth.
I mean,
challenge is out there for you, Snob.
It's East Tennessee. I just got to ask Opie to wire something together.
This is true.
Redneck ingenuity.
Yeah, next thing you know, we're tapped into like the storm warning system, and it's just blaring.
Speaking of range day, is there a way to check to see if we're approved for the range day? Because
are you approved for media?
Yeah. So are you allowed to get it? That's all you got to do? Okay.
Yeah. This isn't as sophisticated as SHOT Show. You don't have to register twice.
Well, the email threw me off a little bit because he said email us back if you're planning on going to range day.
So they just wanted a head count.
Okay. All right.
That's it. Yeah. They just wanted a head count so we know how many cars we have or if we have to get vans.
Oh, you're going to have to get vans.
Oh, I know.
Probably need to get some tour buses. Just saying.
Hey, what I'm going to ask you guys now is very, very important.
Dr. Feelgood playing with Dr. Feelgood blaring in it. Dr. Feelgood. I'm sorry, what?
It's very important. So we got a singer to sing the national anthem at range day.
I hope it's not the girl from the
no, it's not.
It. Okay, thank God.
So the question now is and Kyle, you're a vendor, so I need your opinion on this. Is after Home of the Brave, once they hit that note of Brave, we go Mad Minute.
Sure.
I would make sure that everyone knows ahead of time what's going on.
I'm on the same side as Ghost right now. Like I'm the part I'm worried about is the chaos.
Yeah.
Like we could fuck that up pretty good.
I mean, I'm all for it. I would just for yours and for Opie's and everyone's sake, like make sure that this is very well and very detailed out ahead of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It beats a hell of a flyover.
I mean, it does. Do you have anyone that's got a 203 that could pop some smoke somewhere or something? That'd be kind of cool too.
Oh,
I gotta make some phone calls.
Smoke might have someone around there that's got something that could do with some smoke. I think smoke would be pretty cool too. That's just me.
But if
Foxtrot, when is the event, bro? We've only been talking about goals for fucking 6 months, bro. It is in 2 weeks in Knoxville, Tennessee.
If what you're getting at there, John, is that you want me to sing the national anthem for range day, I got you.
I hired somebody for that. Sorry, buddy.
His name is Chris Dover.
That's Clover's part.
All he wanted was a box of Lucky Charms, man. It was the cheapest thing at Goals.
Yeah, but you got to put up with Clover singing now. Wes said, "Holy Psycho Camp put a video out. I didn't know that Psycho Camp was still around. Not like alive, but like he was doing anything. That's interesting." All right. So what's going on at Anders besides, I know you're getting ready for goals and all that. Probably nothing you can talk about because it's all going to be unveiled at Goals, isn't it?
Yeah, we're working on a few things. Mainly just restructuring and getting everything tight with the CEO's vision. And I'm excited for what's coming. And yeah, you're right, though. There are a lot of things I can't talk about, but God, I hope we can unveil at least some of it by Goals. I really do, because very exciting stuff coming down the pipes.
RTAC.
Trey, do you hear that? Do you hear that? What? It sounds like It sounds like hooves in a stagecoach.
I want to say maybe something to do with a side by side break action shotgun. That's I don't know. Maybe
I
I'm
mean,
just
you
saying.
hear that stagecoach and those ponies rolling. You know. Oh, Kyle, is the Pony Express coming? Are we officially going to announce this?
Like I said, I can't say anything right now.
Snob says, to be fair, Clover is the cheapest person at goals too, unless Jeff is coming. That is a fact. If Jeff is coming, Jeff is he really?
Yeah, he applied for media.
Well, it's not that far for him, but Jeff is the cheapest dude in the face of the earth. I'm just saying. Foxtrot says, I asked because my uncle has a cabin on the Little Pigeon River in Sevierville.
Sevierville.
There you go. Sounds good to me. Yeah, man. If you want to do media, you can get a hold of John and all that. If you just want to show up, it's if you're a member of the GOA, you get in free. If you're not, it'll cost you $25, which basically gets you a membership to the GOA. So there you have it. Come on in. Open to the public, Saturday and Sunday, correct?
Yeah, open to the public the 17th and 18th, Saturday and Sunday. Yep.
Yeah. RTAC, yeah, if you've got a 37 millimeter and you just need some smoke, get with John somehow, and there might be someone somewhere that has some smoke that we could. I don't know. I'm just saying, RTAC. I think RTAC's going to be at goals too, isn't he?
Yeah, he's supposed to be. You know, I could call Ton. Ton might have some stuff because he's bringing a bunch of Firebird stuff.
That could be interesting.
We may be able to pull something off. We'll see.
I think that'd be cool as hell. Just saying.
And we also added 5 more vendors to range day. Opie had room for 5 more firing line people, so now there's 30 on the line.
Well, who'd you get?
25.
Do you remember?
Next Level Manufacturing, KGM, and Disavowed Group. And then Infinity Targets and Southern Precision Tool. Opie added 2 of them.
I don't even know who that is.
Oh, dude, Southern Precision Tool is badass. They make this break that you can literally shoot 38 Lapua off your fucking chin.
What? Hold on. Southern Precision Tool?
Yes.
Southern Precision Tooling.
The videos are on YouTube.
Buy a hoodoo break. What's a hoodoo break? Is this what you're talking about?
That is what I was talking about.
I shot it in 338.
That's pretty damn cool.
It was dope.
That looks cool. Huh. Never heard of them. Well, I definitely need to go shoot that son of a bitch then. Let's see. Artex says, let me know, John. 45-minute mine from the site. 45 minutes. I'm assuming 45 minutes from the site. So there you go. I'm just saying, I think smoke would be cool if you're gonna do it, like do it right. You know, just do it right.
I just don't want to burn the field.
Smoke won't burn the field. Tracers will burn the field. Smoke won't burn it. Yeah, maybe a little bit, but not too bad. You guys know that every Thursday, Saturday, and Monday over on our YouTube community chat, we have the pony polls. The pony polls. We'd like to have a good time. Let's go and check out our polls from this past week. We'd like to have some fun with them. I put a couple out there. It's Olympics time, and I don't know if you guys are into Olympics. I enjoy watching. I like to watch some of the weird stuff that only gets shown every 4 years, like handball. I think is amazing. If you haven't watched handball yet, go check it out. It's awesome. But I only get to watch handball every 4 years. You don't get to watch much swimming or different stuff, you know, every 4 years in the Olympics. So we're big Olympics people here. But went on here and says, first off, do you watch the Olympics? Kyle, John, Chris, do you guys watch the Olympics at all?
Hell yeah.
Okay, nice. Nice.
Yeah, we've watched quite a bit.
Okay, John. Chris, go ahead.
No, we've watched quite a bit of it. My wife's really into it, so.
Yeah, we enjoy it. Not having a household that is half American and half Japanese. Gets interesting sometimes. She's not always pulling for the right people. I'm just saying. She has a lot of ties to the Axis, just what it is. She's getting ready to, is the hilarious thing is she's getting ready to buy a German vehicle. And being Japanese and German, I said, you can have it, but only if you put Italian tires on it because we're reuniting the Axis band. So she's going to get Pirelli tires on and have Japanese person driving a German car riding on Italian tires. So they're putting the band back together, guys. Look out. World War III is coming.
Oh, God.
Yeah. I told her we were at Walmart last week. And for those that have been around or know my wife or talk to her, know that she's got a pretty sick sense of humor like I do. She would have to, right? And we were talking about something, and we were checking out Walmart, and the guys listened to us. We're talking, and we're just going off, and said something about. She said something. Oh, she banged the cart against something. I said, "Damn Asian drivers!" And this guy's like trying not to laugh. Like, should I laugh? That's pretty funny. And she starts ripping back at me and said, "Hey, we won the war." And this guy lost his shit. He just couldn't hold it in. I said, "We won the war. You be quiet." And oh my God, it was funny. He didn't know what to think. And people around going, "Oh my God, did you just hear?" I said, "Yeah, I said it." I said it. Mandatory care. She knows where you sleep. She does. She's got ninja in her. So her actual on her mother's side, or samurai. So yeah, she can handle her own. Anyways, 85% say they do not watch the Olympics. 85% say they don't watch the Olympics. So my next question was, of these three, what's the most intriguing Olympic sport? Beach volleyball, handball, or track and field? Ginger, let's start with you. Of those three, beach volleyball, handball, or track and field, which one interests you more?
Well, I got to go track and field because that's the only one I watch, because my friend from high school is pole vaulting for another gold medal this year.
First of all, women's beach volleyball, you're welcome. Just go watch.
I know, but I watched see if she wins another gold medal because we've been friends for so long.
All right. And I'm telling you, the most underrated sport in all of the Olympics is handball. It is the most exciting thing you've ever seen. Go watch handball. It's worth it. It's incredible. I found it. I didn't find it, but I found it. I was made aware of it at the last Olympics in Tokyo. And I was like, what the hell is this? This is handball. And I was like, this is incredible. So I'm hooked on handball now. It's easily like the most exciting game at the Olympics. It's awesome. It's awesome.
I also want to let you know this. Japan holds the world record for the longest marathon at the Olympics. In 1912, one of the runners started running, and then halfway through, it was so hot that he left and went to somebody's house and disappeared and never finished the race. And 54 years later, they let him finish the race. So he holds the record for the longest marathon at 54 years, 6 months, and 5 hours. Fun fact about the Olympics.
Shut up.
Another fun fact.
Yeah.
The United States has never medaled in handball.
I would imagine not. I think it just started too long ago. Handball's fun as shit to watch, though, man. I saw something, speaking of Japan, I saw something a couple weeks ago, a thing popped up, and it was like 102 degrees one day, and like somewhere, and it said the hottest day ever recorded in Japan. Thinking, there's a couple days in 1945 that might have gotten a little bit hotter with a couple bombs that were dropped. I didn't want to say nothing.
Yikes.
Just saying. It probably got a little bit warmer than 102 out there. Just saying. Anyways. Ginger? Okay. Chris, beach volleyball, handball, or track and field? Which one interests you more? If any of them.
I'd have to go track and field. It's insane how fast a human being can run.
I don't like watching most track and field stuff. I tell you what's really exciting when they do the 4x100 relays. Yeah, that might be the most exciting thing track and field does are the relays. Those are fun as hell to watch. And it is. It's insane how fast those people are. Fluffy says pickleball is going to be there next time. God, I hope not. The day that pickleball becomes an Olympic sport and softball and baseball are left out, will lose my shit. I will lose my shit. Kyle, beach volleyball, handball, or track and field?
We lost him. He just messaged. He said he lost audio.
Oh, okay. Well, he'll come back in a second. Hopefully. 58% out there say beach volleyball. Good choice. 31% say track and field, and 11% say handball. The 89% that didn't vote for handball, just go watch it. Just go watch it once, and you'll say, "Yeah, that's pretty badass." It is pretty badass. 13th Apostle says he just didn't want to answer, probably. Lolo Jones, that's a good looking woman. Lolo Jones is back here this year. I saw that. I thought she'd retired, but I guess she's give it one more shot. Lolo's been around for a long time. All right. Of these three, our next question, 1.2 thousand votes. Of these three, where would you rather live? Florida, Texas, or Wyoming? John, we'll start with you on this one.
Well, the wife already said no to Florida, and Texas is a little weird, but I really love how beautiful Wyoming is, so I'm going with Wyoming.
Wyoming's a shit, man. I'd love to live in Wyoming. I can't get Yoko to go. It's too cold. I've tried. I was looking at some property next to Mark over at Fit and Fire. He bought some property, and there was some other property over by him that was available. There is no way Yoko will live there. No way. So that's what it is. But Wyoming's beautiful. Chris, what about you? Florida, Texas, or Wyoming?
Man, I got to go Wyoming. I mean, the winters will be miserable, but God, that's a beautiful state.
It is a beautiful state. We used to go to Jackson Hole all the time, and it is just. This is back in like the 80s and 90s, back when Jackson Hole was still not weird. But man, it's beautiful. It really is beautiful. I'm gonna have to go Wyoming, but I know that it's not going to happen because Yoko, like I said, refuses to go. So 1.2 thousand votes. 51% say Wyoming, 29% say Texas, and 21% say Florida. Surreal Firearms. I'm stuck in Virginia until my daughter graduates, but my God, I'll kill to be. Yeah, I think Wyoming was. Wes was in Jackson Hole a couple weeks ago. It's a beautiful place, man. Really, really beautiful. What's up, Jacob? What's going on, young man? 2A boy says already in Florida. We're free here. A lot of people voting for Wyoming out there. Wyoming is this. If you've ever been to Wyoming, you need to go. It's really, probably, honestly, one of the prettiest places in America. It's just beautiful out there. Weather's great. Yeah, it's a bit colder in the wintertime, but you know what? When it's only 75 and very little humidity in the summertime, and the views are going to be like that, man, it's going to be great. It's going to be great. And our last one. This is stemming from something that actually got. I got a tracking number today. They're going to be on the podcast in a couple weeks. They're going to be on the show a couple weeks. G-Force Arms. They're sending me the Huckleberry Tactical. It's a tactical lever action. You guys know how I feel about the tactical lever action from John Wick 4. Obviously, this isn't what they use, but it is kind of a cool thing. But yeah, getting that. They got the tracking number today, shipped out today, so it'll be here in a couple of days. More importantly, they're going to come on the podcast in a couple weeks. What's up?
I am so jealous.
Oh, it's bad. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I'm going to buy one. I mean, because they're not that expensive.
No, they're really not. They're really not. And
my FFL is supposed to be getting one in. I'm waiting for him to call me. I said, call me as soon as it gets in.
It's cool. I'm not sure if they're sending me the black on black or the black and nickel. But it's going to be pretty cool with the hand guard on there, the rail. I mean, it's going to be pretty cool. That's going to be a truck gun and like a mug. 357 38 special. Yeah, buddy. Sweet. Yeah, I mean, having a 357, there's a lot of defensive rounds I could just have that loaded, but to go to the range and be able to shoot 38 special for, a relatively cheap price, that's the way it goes right there. So I'm really looking forward to that. Like I said, Travis and those guys are going to be on the show. It looks like we're trying to get them here the 13th. right before goals. So
if you get a hold, Travis, say I might have a spot for you. I might have a spot for them at goals because I haven't been able to get a hold of anybody over there.
Oh, do you want me to shoot you his cell?
Yeah, when you get a minute.
Yeah, I'm not going to do it right this, but I'll shoot you his cell after the show. You can call them. They're in Nevada, cool. So you're in your time zone. But yeah, looking forward to that. Anyway, so the next question that I have is talking lever actions. We're going to go traditional lever action or tactical lever action. Christopher, if you had to choose a lever, do you want to go traditional like the old Golden Boy from Henry, or do you want to do more of a tactical lever action? Not that there's a wrong answer, but which one would you prefer if you had to?
Definitely tactical. There's so many cool ones coming out right now.
There really are. There really are. Ginger?
This is hard because I don't fall into either camp.
You're a little bit of a FUD, so.
Well, here's my thing. I don't fall into either camp because when I think tactical, I think the stock is tactical too, but I like that like tactical forend with the wood stock. I really like that look.
They do offer the handguard with the wood stocks. That might be like a good mixture for you.
That's the one I like the most out of all the ones they have. That is the one that I like the most. And so I guess, would you call that tactical or would you call that like?
Well, so the LTAC is what that model is called. And it does have 3 models within the tactical. It's got the wood stock with the handguard. Then they've got a black on black, black stock and all that. And then they have a nickel, which was still black stock, black handguard. But there is that wood. And since that's under the tactical side, I mean, for me, and I don't know, I'm just going by what I think it is. I think if it's got like the handguard on it with like a rail and all of that, that's kind of tactical to me. And that's what drew me into this thing. When I think traditional, I'm thinking like a true like Golden Boy, right?
Yeah, but at the same time, I want to say it's like modern or old school tack is what it really is, because it's that old school wood furniture with that modern touch to it with the tactical.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over here to their website for a second because 13 Apostles tactical wood M-Lock. I don't know how, but let's get her done. Well, that's what they have. So let me get over here to this and I will show you. Let me share screen, present, share screen, share. All right. So I'm going to go rifles. So this is the Huckleberry LTAC. This is what I'll be getting in. And so that one right there, can you see that on the screen? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so that is the wood stock with the M-Lock handguard rail on top. It's got a rail on the bottom. I mean, it's pretty badass. So that's the wood with the M-Lock handguard. So there you go. It's already there. And oh, by the way, here is the nickel, which I think is beautiful. That's probably my favorite. I think that looks, to me, that looks the most awesome. I'm not sure if I'm getting that one or if I'm getting this one, which is the all black, which I think is still badass looking too.
That wood though, like, I don't know what it is about that wood coloring or what they did to that wood. It just makes that pop and stand out.
Oh no, it looks good. It looks great, and I love the looks of that. But for me, like the nickel in the black or the black on black is kind of like more my thing. If I get the wood stock, I want it to be like a traditional like lever, like a Golden Boy or whatever. You know what I'm saying? MSRP on this. Let's see here. Let's go over here. Yes. There you go, boys. The current bid right now is $415 over a gun broker for the wood.
It's not showing, Trey.
Oh, okay. Let me get off this and let me share. I don't know if I can show this actually on live screen. Can I? I think I can.
I mean, you're not showing. I don't think. Why would you're
I'm
not
not showing
messing with
real
anything?
firearms. Yeah, so let me just. I've done. I think I've done that before. Either. Also, I've done. Okay, so the wood. This is a gun broker. So the current bid is $415. The black on black is at $480. Now, if you want to do, let's go back. Let me just go back to the website real quick. And I mean, I was showing it on their website, so how much different can it be? It's called the Huckleberry LTAC. Let's go to where it says it by grab a gun. Yes. So the G-Force, there you go. Get $20 off, guys. The black one selling for $499. If you can see that. I don't know if you can
Still
see
not
that.
showing.
Oh my God. Okay. Boom. Share that. So if you can see, that's the black on black, $599. $599 for the tactical and wood. $699 for the nickel. That's retail, boys. That's where you can buy them online. So you're talking about a tactical lever action for $600 to $700, depending on which one you get. And I'm talking like, I'm really, that's the only reason why I'm looking forward to this is I want to see if this is a tactical lever action at 357/38 special, that it runs reasonably well for that price. That could bring a lot of people into that lever action game, especially that kind of tactical look and all that.
Our tech says he's seen them as low as 480.
There you go. Gun broker, you might be able to pick one up for under 500. Looks like on some of these auctions. There we go, Kyle. What's up, homie?
Yuck. Sorry about that.
Everything. No worries. We're talking about the tactical lever action that I'll be getting in a couple days and all that. Chris, we'll go next to you. Did we ask you about the lever? Did you say tactical?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Ginger, what about you? When you're talking lever action, traditional or tactical? I know you said you weren't sure, but can you make a decision?
I guess if we're considering the wood with the tactical handguard, tactical.
Yeah, because it's out there. Yeah, okay. Kyle, lever actions. Do you like the old traditional, Golden Boy style lever action, or are you interested in like some tactical lever action?
If I had my choice, I would definitely go tactical and hope to God they got a quad rail for that bad boy.
Oh, quad rail on it. That could be interesting. Have you seen? You weren't here? Did you happen to see the lever I'm getting?
I did not.
Oh snap! All right, just a second. I'll share it once again and they're going to come on the show here in a couple of weeks. It'll be fun. G-Force has it's called the Huckleberry Tactical. Well, the Huckleberry LTAC. And let me share screen again. Share screen. So that is one of them. That's a wood, but it's got the M-lock handguard rail on top with the wood stock. Then you've got the nickel with the M-lock handguard rail, and then you've got the black on black. And I'm getting either the black on black or the nickel. I'm not sure which one they shipped out. But I got the tracking number today from them. So this is in 357/38 special, which is, I think they're pretty cool looking.
That nickel goes hard, dude.
That nickel's tough. That's a tough looking one right there for sure.
I'd probably opt for the black, but that nickel goes way harder than the black does.
It does. It's sweet looking. Yeah. Show G23 Anderson lever action. Hey. You never know.
Hey, you know what, John? I'm just gonna say we don't need to talk to your boy. We're just gonna use Ghost's audience as our product development.
Like, listen, like you're not wrong. I mean, we've gotten what the Pony Express, the Kiger 10 mil,
millimeter. Yep.
the lever gun.
Now a tactical lever. I'm just saying. He's even got a new hashtag, Anderson Lever Action 2026.
Well, you know what? Let's just say it now. Let's just go full bore and do the we'll do the Anderson ERP single action gun for 2027.
Hey,
to go along with the shotgun and lever gun.
It'll be
for 2020. Yeah.
It'll be part of the trip. It'll be part of the Triple Crown series. Y'all didn't see what I did there. That's all right though.
I saw that. I saw that. Wes said I'll be interested to see how the review goes as a bunch of cool models and prices. Yeah, so I was really I was unfamiliar with them. Suppressed, nickel suppressed. I mean, I guess that would be sexy. I don't know if I'd run a lever suppressed though, but it would look cool. But I wasn't really aware of G-Force till a couple weeks ago, and the more and more I kind of looked at them, they got some cool stuff. I mean, they got some really cool shotguns. They got some handguns out there. So I'm looking forward to work with this new company that I'll be working with. But I'm really looking forward to working with this lever because I think it'd be kind of a cool series of videos we could do. We could, for sure. And like I said, that tactical lever action is pretty damn cool. 1.2 thousand votes. 56% say they want a traditional lever action. 44% say they want tactical. But yeah, I'm looking. Yeah, that nickel suppressed would be sexy. I'll give you that though. Gort says I still like my 1970s vintage 94 Winchester 94 and 3030. It's like new. Well, there you go. Mandatory Carry says, wait, Kyle, are you serious or joking? You're talking about getting product ideas from my audience. He says, if you're serious, I have a real idea.
Hey, I'm open to any ideas.
It depends on which personality is talking here for Mandatory Carry. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, if you ask me, that the one video of mandatory carries I got to watch, I think the guy's a genius. I really do.
There's a very fine line between genius and insane. I think he straddles that line, depends on which day. But he's my favorite weirdo. He's my favorite weirdo. He's my favorite coastie, and he's my favorite multi-personality person. So
now, Kyle, we have given you deadlines on these. Because we said 2024 for the Pony Express, Kiger 10 mil 2025, 2026 the lever gun. So you gotta we're already pushing it. So you gotta get the ball rolling. You got a couple months left to get that Pony Express rolling.
Now this is a legitimate one, Kyle. Fluffy says an AR, PCC, and 10 millimeter. That's a legitimate one that could actually happen pretty quickly, I'd imagine.
Yeah,
a 10 millimeter AR. That'd be pretty sweet.
That'd be pretty sick. Yeah, I'm with you.
All 12 of them. Exactly. All 12 of them. I don't know which one's talking.
Are you saying that the Pony Express is not legitimate?
Oh, I think it's legitimate. I just don't know. I mean, we're talking about them having to go as far away from what they're known as. That said, I mean, I'm not going to speak for them.
They did go pretty far with the Kiger, though.
That's true. Yeah. They did. That's been a pretty huge hit. So that's true. Yeah, they went way off the reservation on that. Wes says, what caliber? 357 Magnum /38 Special. So looking forward to that. G23s, I want a lever action that takes AR or pistol mags and a side loading gate. Just the thought. Do they have one takes AR mags and a lever?
It takes AR mags and a lever. Yeah, it just doesn't have the side loading gate. Bond Arms is going to have one at range day. Their lever gun that takes AR mags, and then
I know that. Oh, go ahead.
And the tombstone from POF.
Oh, that 9mm one?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I forgot about that one.
Wasn't the big one at SHOT Show though? Henry had a AR
It's
mag.
not an AR mag. It was a magazine fed, but I don't think it was an AR mag, was it? It might have been.
Yeah.
I didn't shoot. I shot another one. Clover shot that. I didn't realize it was an AR mag. I just thought it was like a box mag or something. Was it an AR mag?
I'm 99% sure it was.
Okay, it might have been. That Henry 9mm. That was a pretty bad. I just didn't realize it was a AR mag.
No, the Henry was chambered in 223, and I think they were doing a 300 blackout version.
Okay, so I didn't see that one. I just saw the 9mm that came, and I thought it was more of like a box mag than it was an AR mag, but I might be mistaken. I didn't see the 223. If I always thought that, I would have shot that 100%. Is Henry going to be there at range day?
Hold. I want to say yes, but let me double check.
Okay. G23. Nope. Not going to read that. Let's see here. Patrick Snyder out there says, have y'all seen anything else about the pump action charging AR that was at SHOT Show? I didn't know there was a pump action AR-15. Did you guys see that at SHOT? No, he's one at range day or at SHOT Show, because there's a lot of stuff at SHOT Show I didn't see this year. Do you remember a pump action AR? I don't remember that.
Negative.
Chris, Ginger, anything on the pump action AR?
Troy did one a long time ago. That's the last one I know of. Troy did one in the
AR-15.
When I was at Faxon, we were trying to do one too.
Troy, but that was a while ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
With Troy?
I think somebody else was trying to come out with one, but it's just
like
a better
2 years
version of the
ago
Troy.
or something,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
Omaha Outdoors. Rapid pump action rifles. Matrix Arms pump action 5.56 AR. No, I don't know.
And-
I wish I could help you, Patrick, but I don't know.
Henry will be at range day.
Okay, sweet. I need to go see Dan anyways. Wes said there's an Australian company that did a pump AR. Troy, that was like, I don't know, 8-10 years ago. I remember but I don't remember much about it because it's been that long ago, and I don't think it did all that well.
It was awful. It was awful. It doesn't work right.
Yeah, I don't know, Patrick. I'll do some more research, and if I find something, I'll let you know. But I don't remember them being a pump action AR at SHOT this year. That said, I didn't get to see nearly what I wanted to, as we were so busy this year that I didn't get to see everything that I wanted to see. I didn't hear anything from you. Yeah, what you got?
Oh, so I just went back to my SHOT Show interviews, and I did do an interview with Henry.
Yep.
But it is a lever action. It's called the Supreme, and it looks like they just have a 10-round PMAG in it.
All right, Henry, repeating arms. Let's see here.
Lever action Supreme.
Center fire. 223.
Yep.
Let's click on 223 then.
It may have been 300 blackout, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe I'm thinking something else.
Here. Revolvers. I'm going to get rid of. Let's see here. Revolvers, big boy rifles. It's called what now? The Supreme, you think?
Lever action Supreme. I don't even think they have it on their website.
I wonder if it's actually out yet then. Tribute. God damn.
It may have been one of those SHOT Show things that they brought but never has come to fruition yet.
Yeah. Man, I just love Henry rifles though.
They are beautiful.
They may have 2 new things at goals.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
They gonna have the revolver there or something.
Well, they'll have the revolver, but they might have 2 new things at goals too.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Bilson Arms is the one who
thanks,
did that.
Chris. Appreciate it. I'll look at that. Bilson Arms. I never even heard of Bilson Arms. All right, let's go. Bilson Arms. Let's get on this rabbit hole for a second. Okay. A Ford charging BA-15. Let's look at this here. That is weird. I'm not gonna lie. Let me share this real quick. You see that okay? Comes in 5.56, 6mm arc, 300 blackout, 350 legend, 450 bush, 22 arc. Interesting. 350 legend would be kind of interesting in that, but it is. It looks like it's got a little pump action AR right there. That's weird.
Chris, that'd be an interesting hunting gun for Ohio, Chris. And 350 legend for deer.
I was thinking same thing.
Let's see here.
Just go all out and go 450 though.
Okay, 450 bush. Standard mil sec, 1750.
But here's my issue with this thing. Why would I buy this when I could either buy or build a 450 Bushmaster for half the price?
No, I get it. I just think it's an interesting concept, and it might not even be a good concept. Yeah, I don't. The answer is it's not. But I mean, it's easier and cheaper to build one for sure. I'd tell you what though, and I've only shot it a few times, but I am impressed with the 350 Legend. That's a pretty good cartridge. I like it. I'm limited experience.
Yeah, I love the 350 Legend. I almost built when we launched the 350 Legend barrels at Faxon. I was highly contemplating building a 12.5 home defense AR in 350 Legend.
Kyle, there's one for Anderson. Build a 350 Legend. Just call it the Anderson Legend.
We do build 350 Legends.
Do you build a 12.5 inch?
Not a 12.5 inch. We got an 18 and a 20 inch version.
Is it called a Legend?
It's called the Sharpshooter and the Marksman.
Okay.
But I will tell you, they are deer slayers. I promise you that.
Are they?
Well, you should have called them the Legend and the Deer Slayer.
Oh, is that what you used last fall?
Yep.
It was 350 Legend? Oh, no snap. I didn't remember. I didn't realize that. Okay.
Last fall, I used the 350 Legend, and then the year before that, I used the Anderson 350 Legend to kill my first deer, and then my first buck.
And so will that work? Can you get like a 350 Legend upper? Will it work on like, I guess, an AR-10 lower, or is it an AR-15 lower?
15.
15? Okay.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah, it uses a AR 5.56 bolt carrier group.
It does. You got to be careful with the magazine.
That's pretty cool ballistics out of that, though.
Oh, fantastic ballistics.
Wow.
Okay, Jacob asked a question, and I kind of
let's do this. I was gonna get to it. He says, "All right, question for the group," and we'll let Ginger answer first. But he says, "I have a Remington 700 from I think the 70s, and when I try to cycle rounds through it, seems like the bolt is not catching." All right, go for it, Ginger. You want to take first crack at this?
Yeah, if it's a rimmed cartridge, it's probably rim lock. You probably are running into rim lock where the rims are locking into each other when you load it into the magazine. It's a common issue.
There you go. What's it chambered? He might know what cartridge means. He's seriously like early 20s. He just getting into his last few years. 30 6. There you go.
There's a chance it's rim lock. No, they're not rimmed. They're semi-rimmed. 3.6 is semi-rimmed, right?
I don't think it's rimmed. Let's find out. 30-06 rimmed or let's see here.
I mean, we do have a reloader right here with us on the panel.
This is true, Chris.
I know you got a Bible somewhere, Chris.
I don't think it's rimmed.
I don't like 30.
I don't think it's rimmed.
I have no use for that cartridge.
I'm pretty sure the 30-06 is not rimmed. I could do a quick Google foo on it, but
yeah,
it's semi-rimmed. Rimmed. It's semi-rimmed. Okay, yeah, there you go.
It could be. It could be he's not pushing it hard enough forward. If you're babying it, could do that too. I'm trying to think of what other issues. If the spring is firm and it's there, the only other thing I could think of would be rim lock. And I've run into rim lock before with other guns.
This
in the
is
same pattern.
Right? Yeah.
Question: is it a 700 build or is it like from the factory 700?
It sounds like it's from the. It sounds like it's from the factory. Because he said
it sounds like it's an actual from the 70s. It's probably an actual Remington 700. But we'll get him to answer. And even if anybody out there also has any ideas that's got some experience with the 700 or any bolt that's going to have that, let us know. He says factory as far as he knows. Wes says, what about a light mag spring? It could be.
But he said the spring is firm.
He did say the spring is firm. It doesn't. Yeah. It says it seems like the bolt is not catching the round to feed it, and the spring is. So he checked the spring, and it is firm.
Have you different magazine?
Feeder, or maybe a feeder or something. A different magazine. Yeah.
My guess is it's an internal box magazine. If it's that old.
Gotcha. Well, then it would have to be something with the bolt, right?
It could be something with the bolt, or he's not putting enough force forward to strip the round out of the mag. And that's what's causing it to hang up. Unless if it's hitting the feed ramp and getting stuck, then it could.
That's what I'm thinking with the feed ramp, but also, I mean, I don't know, Jacob. I mean, are you when you bring that bolt back, is it stopping short or is it going all the way back? I mean, are you able to clear that mag all the way to go get it in? I mean, I'm just saying there could be, I don't know. Like he said, the Wes says, what if the bolt face is worn? And that's what I'm saying. Artex is, are you pulling the bolt away? And that's what I'm saying. He might be pulling all the way back, Artec, but as far as he can go, but it doesn't mean it's all the way back. Like there might be something in there that might not let him bring the bolt. He said he's bringing the bolt all the way back as far as he knows. Okay.
The
best way to mag.
If he's pulling the bolt back as far as he knows, when you pull the bolt back, Jacob, just look down and see if the bolt face is either flush with the back of the receiver. Yeah.
Yeah. Has it cleared the mag? Yeah. It probably is. It probably is. I'm just saying.
But the bolt face being weird, worn down. I mean, I doubt that gun probably. I'm not knowing how much Jacob has shot it, but knowing those types of guns, I doubt there's probably more than 300-400 rounds through it.
Oh, I can't. There's no way that bolt is worn down, I'd imagine. I'm just saying that I would find it very difficult to believe that any respectful gun shop would sell that knowing that that was a problem. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or at least tell you about it. You know?
Well, that's a good
question. Scott, is Jacob using factory ammo or hand loads? I'm assuming he's using factory, but he might not be. Does it do it with the full mag and when single feeding it? That's a good question. Fluffy ass out there. We're trying to help you here, Jacob, but
he just says it does reach all the way past the receiver.
Okay, that's a good thing. That's
Yeah.
a good thing. And he uses factory ammo. But now, Jacob, did you hear Fluffy? He wants to know, does it do it with the full mag and when single feeding? Like just putting a single round in that mag? Or is it full mag or what? I'm hoping you've maybe done both just to see if it works either way. If he checks the all of the factory ammo, does it full or single?
Sounds like a feed ramp issue.
It's either feed ramp or just try a different magazine. I mean, surely if everyone came with one mag, surely you can find a 700 mag.
No, but it's internal. He's gonna have to take the
internal
whole
mag. He's going to take it out.
internal mag. Yeah, he's gonna have to take the whole mag.
I forgot he said that. So I'll maybe talk about going to
Chris's webcam was acting up earlier. I wonder if he had.
Was it? Oh,
his
okay.
internet
Maybe he's
company.
having issues. Oh, there he is. I'm trying to figure.
Company called Wyatt's that makes center feed box magazines to put where you can do like a rebuild on the inside of the 700s.
It's called Wyatt's.
Wyatt's, yeah.
What'd you say,
Kyle?
I was gonna say, John, correct me if I'm wrong here, because you seem to know a lot about 700s. You can tell by where the barrel stamp is if that barrel's a takeoff or if it's timed right? Shouldn't the barrel stamp line up with the Remington?
Yeah, the barrel stamp should line up with the Remington. If the barrel's out of time, that could be an even bigger issue. But who would take apart a 700 all the way down unless it was from the factory that way in the 70s, which I doubt because Remington quality used to be good in the 70s.
Yeah, that's back in the prime, right?
Yeah.
Like Carlos Hathcock was using the Remingtons back. Well, no, he's a Winchester guy. Never mind.
All right, here we go. Jacob says, do the top plates of those springs usually rock a bit, or is that not normal? Because this one does have a slight rock to it. I'm not familiar with those, so I'm not going to answer that. John, Chris, Kyle, what do you guys?
I'm gonna shut off my camera because I got to pull up.
Or anyone in the chat. Well, yeah, go ahead and do that, Ginger. But anyone out in the chat that's got like an old 700, does the spring rock a little bit, or is it not supposed to do that? Help us out there.
I really don't know. I mean, the two 700s that I have, I've converted to AICS mags, so that's kind of where I'm at with it. I never liked that internal magazine. So
Scott said, could it be a burr in the mag? That doesn't sound like it. Not saying it's not. It doesn't sound like that. To me, it sounds either the spring or something with the feed ramp.
The burrs had to hang on for a long ass time if it was made in the 70s.
In the 70s, right? I mean,
okay. So when you mean by rock, are you talking forward backward rock, or are you talking side to side rock?
Side to side.
It shouldn't rock side to side. It'll rock forward back because that's the way the spring is, just like a magazine spring for any magazine.
Yeah. He said forward and back.
Yeah, that's normal.
So, but it doesn't rock left to right or side to side, Jacob, correct?
Yeah, I mean, even though he thinks, I know he said the spring's firm, but
it may not.
Being that it's as old as it is, I would probably replace the spring. Try it. I mean, the spring can't be that expensive.
No, I think that's probably the smartest first move is to just replace the spring for sure. You can probably take it to the gun shop, and they're going to have a gunsmith there or someone that can do that pretty quickly for you.
Ghost, I just threw an email in the chat back here.
Yeah.
That's our gunsmith in Anderson. He's been working a lot with some 700s. If you want to get Jake in touch with him, he'd be all about it, man, walking him through.
I'm not going to make this public, so Jacob can email me, and I can get it to Jacob. So, Jacob, send me an email, and I'll get you this email with the gunsmith at Anderson, and he might be able to help you out. How about that?
Sounds like it could be a feed lip issue.
Okay.
After I did a little Google flu, sounds like there's a feed that some of them have a feed lip issue.
Yeah. Sykes says it's going to be the spring. He had one that did that, and that let the round rip just enough to where it would hang. So I think that might be. But before you do that, like I said, give me an email, Jacob, and I'll get you in touch with this guy Anderson that might be able to walk you through some stuff. But if it's a 50-year-old spring, assuming it's an original spring, that's probably just needs to be replaced. And that's not going to be a high dollar thing. It's not going to be a hard thing. They should be able to get one for you, and the gunsmith can probably do it for you in no time. So that's just mine. Cool. Wes said this. I agree. Jacob, let us know when you get it fixed. We'd all be, I think at this point we've spent enough time on this. I think we'd all be curious to know exactly what it was. So for sure, let us know. All right, we're going to dive into this. Obviously, we're a little bit at 15 minutes. Do you want me to describe this in the email? No, what I'm saying is just send me an email and I'll reply back to your email with this guy at Anderson, and you can email him and describe it to him. Not to me, but I'll reply and I'll give you the gunsmith at Anderson's email, and you can explain it to him and tell him that me and Kyle sent you his way. So,
and I'll touch base with him in the morning, let him know what's coming. So, all good.
Now, Sykes says he would upgrade to a new external mag and be done with it. What do you guys know about that? Is that worth it?
I mean, it's just a hinge plate. The hinge plate comes out, and then you just take out the screw and put in the new spring.
I mean, would that be worth it, you guys, you think? Or is that something that,
Let's see. They haven't made any changes.
You said bottom of the stock is solid wood.
Oh, you'd have to take the whole action out.
He's going to have to take the stock off, but it's simple. 700s are so easy to tear down.
Yeah.
You can get a new spring for $8
for the internal mag.
Yeah,
there you go. And go to the gun shop and give a guy $20, and there probably is a good chance he'll switch it out for you. Or you can probably find it on YouTube and someone's done it for you already. But I would suggest taking it to the gunsmith, having him do it, and then just watch him how he does it. Slip him a $20 bill and say, well, you mind doing this? For $30, you've got yourself a perfectly working Remington 700 probably,
Or he could take apart, when you take apart the gun before you buy the spring, take it apart and see if there's anything in that magazine too that's causing issues.
That could be something too. So anyways, all right. What we are going to talk a little about, we have talked several different times about different things about home defense, whether it's weapon systems we use, whether it's different things. There's a couple things that I wanted to kind of finish off this home defense series with for people out there. I'm going to put this in like a playlist series and all that for home defense. And we've had some great conversations about different weapon systems and all that. So go check all of those previous shows out. But a couple of things I want to talk about is tactics in a way. And when I'm saying tactics, I'm not talking about maybe like CQB tactics, but something that you guys may or might, and please don't give any, use OPSEC. Don't give away any of your family secrets and all of that. But for what you can talk about or want to talk about, what I'm talking about this is, how do I put this? So if you have a home defense plan utilizing more than just yourself, whether it's wife, kids, whatever, you're having more than one person involved in that home defense plan that it's going to be part of the action. What kind of communication plans do you have? Do you have specific defensive positions within the house that each person is responsible for? Once again, I don't want with OPSEC, I don't want you guys to give away plans if you don't want to, but if you are willing to talk about it, for me, it's pretty simple. I'm the only one that's going to have a weapon. Yoko, not going to do that. Now, I've probably got her handgun that she's going to go in one of the closets, and anyone that's not me, she's going to shoot, but she's not going to be part of the home defense plan necessarily. But for some of you guys that might have multiple people that would be involved in that, let's talk maybe communication first and then maybe defensive positions. Do y'all have preset positions for everybody? Ginger, we'll start with you. Is it going to be just you in that home defense situation, or is Hot Yoga going to jump in and help out?
No, it's just me. She knows the plan. We've got a walk-in closet in our master bedroom, so she's going to be in there with some sort of firearm, either a handgun or a shotgun.
Shotgun or something, sure, yeah.
Yeah, and she knows don't open the door unless she hears me say open it. But and her role is to have a phone in there and start dialing 911.
See, that's kind of what it is. It's I'm telling Yoko, get in the closet. There's going to be a couple different things in there waiting for her. Your goal is to call 911 and keep them on the line the entire time. And if anyone comes in there that doesn't give the right word, then you start blasting. That's just the way it goes, and we'll deal with it later. Kyle, what about you and your household? Is it just going to be you, or is there going to be possible other people in the family or whatever that would be involved? Once again, don't give away any OPSEC secrets that you don't want to.
No, I'm pretty similar to you guys. It's going to be me and 3 pit bulls.
3 pit bulls will probably do it. That will definitely be part of it. That would deter me away.
The old
or 3 dogs of any kind, much less pit bulls. Yeah. Christopher, what about you? Going to be you, or is it be multiple people on the team?
Yeah, our plan I've always told the wife to stay put in the bedroom, and told my son the same thing. We only got 2 entry points into the house, and they're all at the opposite end of the house from where our bedrooms are.
Gotcha.
But it's kind of interesting you brought this up, because with Christian getting ready to go to the Navy, and me traveling a lot, my wife is finally coming around that I think I'm going to finally be able to get her out to the range, because she's starting to get a little nervous that I'm not going to be here and Christian's not here. So I think things are going to change a little bit around our house. So
yeah, it's interesting. My wife doesn't want to go to the range or anything, doesn't want anything really to do with them. But when she knows that I'm leaving, I have, how do I put this, guns strategically placed throughout the house. And before I leave every time, she wants to make sure where they are and everything's good to go with them and all that. So for someone that doesn't like guns, she seems to sure want to know where all of them are when I leave the house. So I don't know if I'll ever get her to the range or not. I don't know if I'll ever, whatever, but I think she understands the value of home and self-defense. So that's all I can ask, right? That's all I can ask from her. I should get her a damn katana samurai sword and just let her go to town on people. Just, come on, Zai, let's I want to hear from you guys out there in the chat also. What do you guys do if there's multiple people in there and all that communication? Go ahead, Ginger.
Well, it's funny Chris brought this up, and all 4 of us travel a lot for work.
Yeah.
My wife has her own plan when I'm at home, which is
okay.
Yeah, it's really different than my normal plan is just like the normal plan of her going in the closet, blah blah. She puts chairs in front of all the doors when I'm gone. Does your wife do the same thing?
She does either chairs or ladders or all sorts of stuff that's going to make loud noises. It's kind of strange, and I just noticed it. I don't think she's been in it that long. I'm not sure if it was in ram or shot this year was the first time, but like we have a big deck on the back, and it's a 2-story deck, and so at the top of it, she's put chairs and ladders out there to block to come in through the back, and basically all the doors to my office, to the other bedrooms, and everything. Everywhere there's a door, there's something that if that door opens, it's going to be loud, or it's not going to let the door open. All sorts of cool stuff. But yeah, she's done that on her own, honestly. So that's kind of interesting, tactic wise.
Well, so my wife puts the chairs in front of all the doors, and then I guess this is a smart, funny. It's funny to me, but it's really smart. Is that by the windows where people can get in if they would try, she lays down squeaky toys. So if they do get in,
a lot of this stuff is fresh from what was that movie? Home Alone, baby.
I was about to say she's on some Home Alone type stuff, dude.
Yeah, and it all works. My biggest thing is if I'm gone, I obviously want her to do what she feels she needs to do. Hold on, James. I just cycled the axe with some dummy rounds, and it seems to happen when the staggered ammo is on one side. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Kyle, I don't know. And Trey, you can answer this. And Kyle, does your dog? Not my dog will not sleep in the bedroom with my wife when I'm not home. She sits on like sentry mode and will like guard the top of the stairs too.
We put our dog down, so
I know. I'm sorry.
Thanks, man.
I'm trying to
Yeah.
No, my dog when I'm gone typically sleeps like right on my pillow. What she did, she slept on my pillow when I left, which is right next to my wife. So, but anytime that there's like a noise and all that, she usually is quick to jump off the bed and explore, if you will.
My dogs definitely let complacency set in and take full advantage of me not being in the bed. And yeah, you got all 3 of them piled up in the bed. My wife still got just a little sliver to sleep on. So
then my dog must be weird.
No, it sounds like your dog is a warrior class dog. Mine are complacent as hell.
I think what will happen though, when something does happen, they hear something that's not normal. They know when something's wrong, right? Dogs know when they sense something ain't right. They'll go into protection mode for sure.
Yeah, she'll either lay at the top of the stairs, staring down the stairs the whole night, or she'll lay at the bottom of the stairs or lay in between both doorways and just be there ready to go.
Well, they are pack animals, so like that is their natural instinct is to protect.
That is. They're on sentry mode. Yep. And it's crazy, like pack dogs, especially pack dogs. They know the different roles. They know that instinctively they know that they're on duty. When they need to be on duty, they're on duty. Scott says, if I'm not home, my dog sleeps in my place in the bed. I think that's a common thing. But see, our dog always slept at the foot of our bed every night. And when I'm gone, she usually moves up to, she would move up to my pillow. And, but yeah, if she heard something out there, she would always at night, you'd hear a woof, woof. I wouldn't hear anything, but she'd hear something out the window. She's like, woof, woof. Like she's on notice, But yeah,
that's the same. That's the same with my dogs. You'll get the woof woof.
Yeah, I don't hear anything, but they have that hearing in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
they can hear that.
The minute a car door slams outside of our house, my dog is straight beelining for the door. That's the way
Zoe was. Yeah, she would be. Actually, we have like a sitting room that's facing the front, got a big window. So she always ran to that instead of the door. She ran to that and she wanted to see, and she'd just be out there and she'd be, looking for whatever it is, So Scott says both my dogs are working breeds. One is an Aussie healer and the other is an Aussie Doodle. Those healers are pretty cool dogs.
That's what I have. I have a healer, and that's
those healers are sweet dogs. Yeah, those are great dogs. For sure. Okay, so we've talked a little about. It sounds like most of us are going to be in the same boat where it's going to kind of be us. I appreciate you, Mandatory Carrie. He says, "Rest in peace, Zoe." I appreciate it. She was a great dog. We only had her for 4 short years, and cancer set in. I don't know if I told anybody that, but she ended up getting liver cancer, and she was perfectly healthy. And then 2 months later, she was gone. And our vet said that he'd heard of it, but never seen a 4-year-old shepherd get cancer and be gone like that. So I don't know what we're going to do. We're looking, but not looking too quickly. But every day, it seems like we're both on our phones. Hey, found one. We said we weren't going to get another one for a while, but we both miss her tremendously, and we'll see. You never know. We might go back to another Dane. We had a great Dane before the shepherd. Might go back to a Dane. Who knows? I don't know. But we like big dogs, so we'll see. Might be a Christmas present. You never know. He said the healer's 40 pounds, the Doodle is 79. There you go. Yeah, she's a great dog. I miss her very much. So we talked about communication, and we talked about, we talked about communication. So let's talk, now that we're talking, basically it's going to be a one-man fire team, right? Inside this situation. Do you guys, and once again, don't go into anything that you don't want to, but if you want to, are you guys going to be one of those that has a specific or a set position that allows them to funnel to you? Or are you going to be one of those going out there and seeking? Or once again, you don't have to go into it in depth, but if you are willing to, we'll start with Kyle on this one. Are you going to be as we used to call it, a camper, or are you going to go and seek and destroy?
I guess it depends on what time of day it is, but
that's fair too. Yeah.
If everybody's asleep, I've got the perfect ambush point. I'll just say that.
Go. Perfect. There you go. I get it. Chris, what about you?
I'm funneling them right. Yeah, I'm funneling them right to me.
Yep. Ginger, what about you? You camping or are you seeking?
I'm camping because the 2 spots I have concealment with perfect angles to the doorways, and they're not cover, but they're good concealment.
Yep. I'm the same way. I'm going to camp. Now, Mandatory Carry must be a gamer. He's like effing campers. In a game, I get why you're upset about that. In a real life situation, if you can get yourself in cover or at least concealment in a spot that has great field of fire, field of views, and it gives you an advantage in that situation, I don't mind being a camper because I know exactly where they're going to be coming from. So, yeah. Fluffy says, seek and destroy while listening to Metallica. There you go. And I know you did, Mandatory Carrier, but no, I get it because I know the gamers don't like campers, but in a real world situation, that gives you the best opportunity to do things. Unless you have the best team, that's the thing to do. Exactly. Now, the only time I can sit there and say seek and destroy is if you have kids in other parts of the house. And I'm not necessarily saying seek and destroy the threats, but you're going to have to go maybe seek and destroy while you're trying to get to your other kids' bedrooms or something like that to get them. You're going to have to go, and while you're doing it, you might as well seek and destroy while you're doing that. But if it's just you and your wife are basically the only bedroom that's in play here, then yeah, let them come to you.
That's the part where I'm kind of torn too, is like,
yeah.
So I could run through this in my mind all day. It looks good on paper, but if I hear one of my dogs getting hurt,
Oh yeah.
You know, like I might have to seek and destroy. You know,
No,
I
no,
don't
no.
know if I can hold
And
back
that's
on that.
dog's part of the family, bro. Like
Yeah,
at least
that's
for me,
it.
it is.
Yeah, basically my kid.
Yeah, they're yeah. Yeah, I'll hurt you, and I'll hurt you in ways that you didn't know existed.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
You know,
like you'll feel pain that you didn't know that you could feel if you hurt my dog and my kids.
So like
The
I could play
sad-
the perfect scenario in my head, but yeah, if that goes down, it's gonna change things a little bit for me.
100%. Yep.
Well, the sad part, like there's laws, like Ohio had a law that you could not, if you were like walking your dog or the dog was in the house and somebody was harming it, you could not use deadly force because it was
I
considered
don't
part
give a
of,
shit.
it was considered livestock.
I
Oh,
don't
I know
give a
you do.
shit.
I'm just like, it's weird that they had that law in place.
Is it still around?
It, as far as I remember, yeah, it was still a thing. It was one of the things we had to teach in concealed carry classes.
That's the craziest
Ohio,
shit I've ever heard.
Ohio does some weird things on occasion. I'm just saying.
I mean, look, they made Chris and I.
Well, Chris is all right, you know. I don't know.
Yeah, don't
about
put
you.
Chris in the same boat as you, Ginger.
Wow.
Hey, I gotta take my jabs while I still can.
100%. Yeah. So Cerebral says, worst thing I ever learned was during CCA that dogs are considered property. So you cannot use shit. I don't think that's the way in Arkansas. I
Yeah,
look at
that's the rule in Ohio. That's the exact rule in Ohio is that they're considered property and not a part of the
I'll
family.
have to look at that in actually, I don't care if I look it up in Arkansas because I'm not going to look it up because you do something to my dog,
Oh, you're dead.
you're fucking dead.
You grab my little dog, I'm going to kill you.
And I'm going to make it a very slow, painful death. I'm going to have fun with your ass for a while.
Ghost Wake
I
One.
have a little bit of training and enhanced interrogations. We can have some fun. What's up?
I said Ghost Wake One.
Ghost Week. I'm just telling you.
Just
it won't be
imagine
fun.
you're sitting in a freaking federal prison. Like, what are you in for?
Someone killed my dog. God damn, Wick. Like they start calling me Wick over a dog. Shit. All this over a dog. Yep. I sent it to the NSA chat, and I don't know if you guys saw. Did you guys see the video I sent last week or something about the guy that has a compound bow as home defense? Did y'all see that video?
I haven't been keeping up.
Oh, dude, it was a comedian. I think I put in the NSA
Oh, yeah.
chat. And it's a comedian. Says he goes to his buddy's house and this guy's got a compound bow. And he's like, what's this for? He goes, home defense. He says, can you imagine the poor bastard that walks into your house and starts stealing stuff? And all of a sudden he hears, now he's got an arrow sticking out of his chest. He's like, can you imagine the mind fuck that does? I was like, that it was great. But yeah, a compound bow to the chest inside a house would be kind of fun.
Did I ever tell the story about a guy came in when I was working in retail and he's like, oh, we want to get something for home defense. And it's like, okay, well, we got shotguns and we got this. And he goes, no, I want a crossbow. Oh, well, that's going to be hard to reload if there's multiple assailants. He's like, nope, they're quiet. And I've got a backhoe. I'm like, wow, okay then.
I've got a backhoe.
This
We're
is
digging some holes, boys.
I've thought about this.
So, hey, man, why do you have 4 holes dug up in your backyard at all times? You never know when you're going to need a hole.
Yeah, ready to go.
Ready to go, babe.
I've thought about that. I've thought about that more than I care to admit. And I got to say, that's got to be one of the getting shot by one. Like having a broadhead.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Could you imagine a gut shot with a broadhead?
No, you're done. Like,
and
but seriously, the mind fuck of that going, oh my God. Like you're walking, next thing you know, you've got this arrow sticking in your freaking chest or your stomach. Yeah, hell no.
It's got to be one of the top worst ways to go. I'm telling you.
I mean, have you ever seen a deer with a broadhead? They run for a while, so you're going to sit there and just bleed out.
I've seen one take 5 broadheads. Not in person, but it was sad.
G23 says use a frog crotch arrow. What the hell's a frog crotch arrow? Anyone know what that is?
Is that poison dart frog?
I don't know. I might have shot a bow and arrow 3 times in my life, and that was like at youth camp when I was like 10. So I don't do bows. So I don't know anything about this stuff. But I know that a fucking arrow coming at you at 20 feet, it's going to fucking hurt. Because you don't hear it coming until it's already there. So
I got in trouble for hunting turkey with a bow one year.
Are you not allowed to?
I wasn't allowed to do it where I was at.
Oh, well, ask for forgiveness, not for, permission. Just saying. That usually works. Now there's some things that doesn't work with.
Luckily, I knew the head commander for the local PD, and he said, "Do it, and then call me if you get in trouble."
Scott says I had a guy that was breaking into his house one night. He came home and caught him. He ran into his cholla cactus. That'll fuck you up. That'll hurt. Holy shit. Yeah. All right. One of the other things, training and practice. I know we might have brought this up, but like, do you guys ever, if you are going to maybe seek and destroy or have to get to a separate bedroom or whatever, you have to leave your spot, your bedroom, or wherever position that you plan on taking, do you ever practice maybe clearing rooms or getting from pause A to pause B, or is that just something you kind of we'll figure it out when we go? You ever practice that? Do dry runs or whatever with dry fire or anything?
I do not practice as much as I would like to, but I do once a month get to do some like live fire CQB stuff. And I train with some guys in the area too, so I kind of see that as like my network. If anything, absolutely. If shit ever does hit the fan, but probably not as often as I should. But I've talked about this on your show before. Even just going through like daily routine activities, I will practice like my pivots and my pieing and my area fire and stuff like that. And
absolutely. Chris, do you ever happen to go through this and dry runs or anything like that? Clear your house for fun? I'm a little weird. I like clearing my house.
I mean, I have. Weird, but... I've been here lately. I've been trying to at least once every couple months. Now that I've got the new range, I do like going and shooting at night because it is a different. Shooting in the dark is definitely a different scenario. When you're relying on that light to light up your target, it's
and there's different ways.
I know a lot of people can't do it. There's very few gun ranges let you shoot after dark, but it is a good at least dry fire in complete darkness and using your light, and whether you're holding it in your hand or you're using a weapon mounted, either way, but it does throw a different scenario.
Yeah, that's a great point to bring up because there's no one single right way to utilize your light. There's several different ways, and just because I may do it one way doesn't mean that Ginger or Chris or Kyle do it the same way. There's different ways on how to utilize your light in that situation. What I would suggest is try to find someone that's doing some low light training in your area and take a class if you're interested in maybe the different ways to utilize your light. Some people like leaving that light on at all times. I'm not that guy. One, it gives away your position. Two, it completely just annihilates your natural night vision. Remember, if someone's in your house and it's a dark house, the layout of your house. Where all the pieces of furniture, all that stuff, the chairs, all that, where they are. You don't need that light, and that gives you a little bit better chance with concealment with the light. It gives you an idea. You should be able to see your natural night vision at night. You should be able to see a little bit better, especially they don't necessarily probably know where they're going exactly. That said, some people do like having that light on at all times. Some people, I like when I'm peeking around corners to kind of flash that light in corners, whatever. Obviously, before I pull a trigger, I'm going to identify and make sure that is a threat. Identify that threat before I pull that trigger. But I'm not that guy that leaves the light on the whole time. Real quick, Ginger, Chris, Kyle, where do you guys stand on lights? Are you leaving the light on the whole time, or are you flashing it here and there, or what?
I gotta say one thing.
Mine.
I gotta say one
yours?
thing.
Okay. Yeah.
One thing before we move into this.
Sure.
And don't take this the wrong way, Chris. I watch the way you move. I think you'll be perfectly fine in CQB in your videos, at least. Like, yeah. But I'm kind of like you, Ghost. I like to do peaks. I mean, I think once you initiate that light, though, your position is pretty much given.
No, I get it, but I don't. If I don't have to move, and I'm not seeking destroy.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm going to keep that light off until I have to identify and 100% make sure that's a threat before I squeeze trigger.
But I think we've talked about this in previous episodes too. Like,
all
that candle power can actually work as a defense too, because their eyes aren't adjusted if they're working in the dark, and you can have a pretty good advantage if you can blind them.
Yeah, the lights can be a weapon in themselves. If nothing else, it can. Oh my gosh, give them, especially if they have a weapon with them, and you get 1,000 lumen, freaking light in their eyes at 10 feet. Chances are they're going to do one of those, and that gives you a chance to maybe rip off a couple shots while they're doing that. Real quick, if you are going to do some, like I said, try to find some low light training out there. They're going to have you work from working low ready, high ready, all of that stuff. Because here's the thing: if you're going, you don't necessarily have to be CQ being at muzzle down range. You can go low ready real quickly, flash the light, either low ready or high ready. Flash that light off the ceiling, flash that light off the ground real quick, and it will light up the room enough very easily to be able to kind of scan that room without, if you're one of those people, I don't want to light it up because I'm having to point the muzzle towards someone that I haven't identified yet. Understandable. I get that. Go low ready, go high ready. Flash that light off the ceiling, off the floor. It'll light up that room, be able to identify without having that muzzle pointed at that object or that person, whatever it is. It might be your kid sneaking in late at night. Who knows? But low light training will at least introduce you to a lot of different light tactics for sure. Ginger, I don't know if I got to you or not. Are you a light guy? How do you utilize the light?
I've got a light on my pistol that it's the same thing, just a quick flash of it. But I'm also very hesitant to flash it because where I'm at, there's walls. And then there's I'm in a loft area. The house is 2-story, so there's like a loft that overlooks both the kitchen area and the main area. And if I hit it, that light, it's going to bounce off them walls and could blind me pretty good.
And you said before that you're probably going to be camping out. Are you be camping out up there?
Yeah, because I've got concealment going towards the.
People don't realize getting the high ground. If you get to the high ground, you're golden at that point.
From my 2 spots upstairs, I can get the whole kitchen and the back door, and from the other side, I can get the front door and the whole living room area, and not have to worry about anything.
If they come upstairs, come on up the stairs, big boy. Down. You really want to funnel me down, Yeah, absolutely.
I've got perfect.
Funnel of death is a real thing. Yeah. Perfect. Just an interesting thing. I just want to talk a little bit about practicing and all that, but with the lights, I think that is something. And I know we talked about lights in previous shows, but that is something that the average person that's sticking lights on their weapon systems that may or may not practice with them, have any idea how to utilize them properly. Go find you some low light training, and it's fun as hell. But two, it's going to introduce you to a lot of different things that could help you. And not one instructor or one method's the best way. Take a little bit from different people and figure out what's the best way for you. But if you're going into this without any idea how to actually properly utilize lights, it's a fun class to take. So there you go. Go ahead, Kyle. You got something?
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, that's kind of an eye-opener for me because I never really thought about, from that aspect, like all the training I got in the Marine Corps, I had the PVS 14s. So like
Never had to worry about them.
I really have never trained just using a light only. So that's interesting. That's something I personally need to work on.
With the 14s, ambient light was a must almost, right? But I mean, it's one of those things where I think you do kind of take the darkness for granted because, you had technology that's what they were made for. That's why we did a lot of our stuff at night, right?
And we had the IR lights and all that.
You had the IRs on top of that. And everyone today, these guys today probably have 14s with them that are enemies. And honestly, they probably have IR. So the IR may not be as big of an advantage as it was, 20 years ago when you were downrange or whatever. But when we used in the 90s, when we had night vision, it was a game changer because no one ever seen it before. Like no one was like, they didn't have it. So yeah, obviously, I mean, working with lights is something that it's a cool. Fluffy's he's going to do a low light class with his shoulders better. Yeah, they're fun, man. It sounds. I think they're fun, but I think that all that stuff is just giving you different knowledge. And like I said, when you leave that, you don't have to follow it to a T of what that instructor says. Take some things that he says or she says that you like and incorporate your own way of doing things. All of this is just introducing you to different ideas, and what you do with that information is really up to you. So the second thing, I'm sorry, we're going to try to get through these last two things pretty quickly, guys. One of the last one is technology. Are you guys using, once again, you don't have to talk about it if you don't want to, but we're talking like smart locks, like security cameras, alarm systems, anything technology wise that might be something that's going to be used also. I mean, like I said, if you don't want to talk about that, you don't have to, but we'll start with Chris on this. Are you guys using any smart locks, cameras, alarm systems, anything like that would help deter people away? Or floodlights, like motion sensing lights outside or something like that? Any of that stuff?
Yeah, so I've got a motion sensing light on the driveway.
Okay.
Got sensors on both the garage door, on the main door and the man door, and then I've got the Ring cameras on both of our entryway doors.
Yep. If for no other reason, the reason why I say that some of those are good, if for no other reason, it may not deter them, but it's going to give a very nice video and digital documentation of exactly what went down. In case there probably will be a trial. I'll just be honest. Or at least you'll be detained and they're going to want to see some of that. And if you have that and you do everything right, that could actually be used in positive evidence for you. And all that. It also helps the insurance companies and all sorts of people, but having that stuff, whether it's cameras and all that, having the Ring cameras, being able to see them entering the property, entering the door before they even get in, and then having maybe some cameras inside with the smart cameras. You never know. You never know when that stuff's going to come into play and help. Ginger, what about you guys? Any technology that you're using to help deter?
Yeah, I've got smart lights in the house that are set on timers, and then I've got cameras outside, and my cameras outside not only have floodlights attached to them, but they also have audio sirens, so I can hit the button and the sirens go off.
Nice. And the cool thing, guys, is a lot of these systems these days you can find on Amazon or online, and they're very reasonably priced now. The technology is getting so good and all that there's really no reason, because you can find them for a decent price. There's really no reason not to have some of these deterrents, and that's really what they are. They're deterrents. Hopefully, they'll deter people to where they won't even decide to come in the door. And let's be honest, that's ultimately the goal. I mean, none of us are here looking for a fight. You're going to get one if it happens, but ultimately, if you deter them away from the house, ultimately that's what we want. We don't even want them entering the house, right? So
I think the biggest deterrent I have is 2 doors down is a Pinal County Sheriff's unit that sits.
That probably helps too. Yeah.
Yeah. The neighbor 2 doors down, Pinal County Sheriff, and his truck's out front all days.
Yeah. No, I get it. Kyle, without going into any detail, do you use any of the technological advances out there?
Cameras, lights, nosy old neighbors who were up all night.
The noisy old neighbors. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Trip flares. Nah, I'm playing. But
trip flares, claymores.
Yeah, a couple claymores, old routines type
Front
stuff.
Towards enemy. If you know, you know. Yeah. We are not vigilantes.
Just so everyone's aware.
I will be.
Just so everyone's aware, the dust trap on a Roomba will hold 1 pound of tannerite and some screws and nails. Just making everybody aware of that.
Allegedly,
yes.
It has not been officially confirmed. Allegedly. Yeah. The last one I want to talk about, I've got my notes written down over here. And this is kind of something that maybe with some of our wives that may not be comfortable or willing to utilize firearms necessarily. What about some like non-lethal alternatives like pepper sprays or tasers or baseball bats or knives and / swords, some kind of blades and all that? Whether it's you or another family member or whatever, are any non-lethal things incorporated in your home defense plan, either for you or for someone else? Kyle, go ahead.
John already told us squeaky toys for sure.
Squeaky toys is a non-lethal weapon for sure. Yes. Which I actually kind of do like the idea of squeaky toys. I never thought about that, but that's not a half bad idea.
No, that is definitely big brain stuff right there.
Big brain.
But I'll tell you, I am blessed. My wife loves to shoot. So anytime I can go to the range with her, like, she's down. As far as my daughter goes, I really don't have a non-lethal weapon for her. Actually, no, she does have mace. Okay. So my daughter straps a mace, but she absolutely hates firearms at this age. So I still got some work to do, boys.
Well, my daughter's always kind of loved shooting with me. But I thought about maybe doing like a 410 or a 28 gauge or something, but with the beanbag rounds. That'd be kind of cool. That'd still freak you up a little bit.
Oh,
rock salt.
Rock salt, yes, sir.
Yeah, rock salt will do it 100%. That'll burn like a son of a bitch too. That'll hurt more afterwards than it does at the time. Wow, Mario says she needs a better trainer. Wow. All right, Kyle. Shots fired.
Yikes.
Yeah. Chris, about you? Any non-lethal stuff that is implemented at home?
Nope.
There you go. I understand. Nothing here either, but she has expressed maybe at SHOT Show. She's like, hey, next time you go to SHOT, like, see what kind of tasers are available. That might be kind of cool. I was like, okay, I'll go see what tasers are available. I think she just wants to fuck some people, shoot in the balls or something. Like, she's demented, bro. Like, Yoko's got a dark mind about her. She wants to shoot someone in the balls. I guarantee it.
I've got a weird one for you that's non-lethal, but it's more of a
Okay.
deterrent on the outside of the house.
Okay.
Is thorny plants and cactuses.
Yeah,
Is what we got.
yeah. I thought you were going to say like a moat. Like you're building a
I
moat
mean, I
around your
could
house?
do a moat, yeah. But I mean, listen, I picked up before last week's show. I picked up a part of our prickly pear fell off, and I grabbed it barehanded, which was a terrible mistake on my end.
Well done. Yeah.
And I still have thorns in thorns or spikes are in my hand that I'm still getting out.
Ooh, Fluffy says some chucks. I'm all down for some chucks. Bear spray. First of all, just a little PSA out there. I don't know why this came up, but he said bear spray. Bear spray is not like bug spray. Bear spray is not to be sprayed on you. Just saying. If you're out there and someone says bug spray, it's not a deterrent that you spray on you. That would be very, very bad. It's not like a bug spray. Just saying, just throwing it out there in case there's so many people out there that might not know. Bear spray does not go on you. Sorry. Go ahead, Kyle.
Wonder how you know that, Ghost.
I'm just saying. Yeah. There you go. G Webb says wing some cholla cactus. We had someone bring the cholla cactus earlier and said that it happened, and that messed them up pretty good. Real quick, I do have a question that Patrick brought up out here in the chat earlier, and I think this is something we kind of all talked a little bit about, but he's maybe new, and it's always a fun topic. Let's just real quick run through the room on this, and let's talk. If you want to put out there in the side chat as well, go for it. What's y'all's go-to bedside for bump in the night? Let's start with Ginger on this one.
I've got two. I've got my PO7 from CZ, and I've got my Strybog with the 30-round mag, and it folds up really nicely in the bedside drawer.
Aha. Yep. Christopher?
Still using my good old M&P 45.
There you go. Light on there? No light?
Light dot. It's all ready to go.
There you go. Here you go. Kyle, what's your bump in the night tool?
It's got two options. I got the Kiger 9C Pro bedside, and then I got the AM15 hanging above my bed.
There you go. Me, I've got a couple options. I've got the Witness 2311 with a light on there, ready to go. I've got my Foxtrot mic, AR pistol in there, 9mm AR pistol, and it's got the lights and all that stuff. It's ready to go, and it's got the folded. But I have a feeling that maybe a lever action might be available as well here coming up. I think it'd be kind of cool to put a light on that bad boy, see what happens. But no, right now it's 2311 handgun. My wife on her side's got. She have over there. I think she's got my Beretta APX over there on her side. So I have access to that as well. And then several other things that I have easy access to other places. So yeah. But yeah, for me, it's 2311 with the light on there. And then right now it's the Foxtrot mic, AR9 pistol that pretty damn fun to use. All right. That's kind of where like I said, I wanted to kind of have those last few because we've talked a lot over the last 6 months. We've had several different episodes on home defense. We've talked a little bit about everything, but we haven't really talked about the last few that I had listed. I had 10 topics over the series, and we finally got the last 3 covered tonight, which I think is fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys don't mind. I really do enjoy talking home defense and all of that stuff. It's something that's a passion of mine. Tactics and all of that stuff. So this will be eventually, probably in the next few days, be put into like a playlist of home defense stuff. So be on the lookout for that if you're interested. Do that as well. I encourage you guys to go and find there's some great YouTubers out there that are doing great home defense training drills and stuff like that. Tactical Hive is one that comes to mind. They do a lot of great stuff. I watch their stuff, and these guys are all vets that have kind of been there. And I found their channel about a year or so ago, and everything they put out is legit. Everything they put out is well thought out, and they explain it well. They demonstrate it well. So if you're looking at some of that stuff, go check out Tactical Hive. I don't know them personally. I hope I meet them one day, but they really have done a lot of really good stuff. So, yeah, that's just one of them. There's a lot of them out there that are doing that. We've done some home defense drills and room clearing drills back in the day. So check out some of our old stuff and all that, whatever. But I hope you guys have enjoyed kind of this series. I think this is like the third or fourth episode we've done on home defense. We've talked a little about everything. And like I said, I initially had 10 different topics, and we did the last few tonight. And so we'll always probably come back to doing some stuff like that. But I really have enjoyed this topic. It's one of my passions is self-defense, home defense, and all of that. So yeah, stall 5 minutes, Ghost. Okay, there you go. I'll stall all I can. What's up, Kyle?
I was gonna say I got something too. It's always good to like take this and then just start thinking about your own home defense program.
Yeah.
What your plan is going to be. And then my second part is shout out to Clover and Armentia. 30 years. That's freaking crazy, man.
Anniversary.
Congrats.
I was going to say that it is their anniversary tonight, and congrats to her. Let's just be honest. You put up with his ass for 30 years.
Golly, Armentia, you're a saint.
Yeah. 30 years. Yeah. By the way, that's why he's not here. And I would be a little disappointed if he was here. Do we have dates for gold next year? Scott wants to know.
It'll be announced in August.
Okay. Well, there you go. Stay tuned, Scott, and hopefully we'll have that information as soon as it comes available. Ginger will give that to us. Yeah. But yeah, thanks for Kyle and Ginger and Chris and Clover and everyone has been involved with this series. I do love it. We're going to start a new series probably here in September. That's going to be a kind of a cool one. We talk about different things, but it's going to be one of those that might be 3 or 4 episodes. We get it done. That's kind of where I want to start going with is have some fun discussions and not do them back to back to back, but have a 3 or 4 playlist kind of thing we can put together on a specific topic. And I think that's kind of fun and all of that. But real quick, Chris, I want to bring you in real quick and let you give a plug to the channel, to your show, anything that you want to give out there. Guys, go check out Chris from the 740. If you're watching or listening to some replay or podcast, you're not familiar, please do yourself a favor. He's one of the best up and comers that literally, seriously, that are out there. He's actually doing better work than most of us old timers, and it's just a matter of time where he passes all of us.
We lost Kyle.
He'll come back.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me on. I've really enjoyed this series myself. So, as far as what I got coming up, we're gonna do the 740 shows Thursday night at 8 Eastern.
Nice.
Got Ron the Bullet guy from the owner of Steel Valley Casting coming on. So, gonna get a look at what it's like to make bullets. So, should be kind of interesting.
That would be kind of cool.
And then tomorrow I will be dropping the first shots with the Grizzly video. So
nice.
Yeah. But yeah, man, awesome. Thanks again for having me on. It's fun tonight.
Always. Like I said, it's weird. It's one of those things, and I know that not everyone have the same interests and have the same passions. And I certainly know that not everyone has the same passion for shit like this that I do. Because it's one of my I nerd out when it comes to this stuff. The tactical side of things, the tactic side of things, that's where I nerd out. That's kind of like my sweet spot, and all that. But yeah, I know you guys, not everyone has that same passion. No one cares about it as much as I do, but thanks guys for putting up with me during this series. And I hope that you guys have enjoyed it. I hope so. Maybe some of you guys have learned something. And like Kyle said, don't listen to any of us, what we said, and take it as 100% gospel. Listen to as many people as you can and pull little bits and pieces until you find your own plan. That's the whole thing about learning is say, I don't want to be like Ghost. I want to be like these 20 guys. Like I like different things from all 20 of these people that I've watched or listened to. And I'm going to pick one little thing or so from each of them until you come up with your own plan. I love that idea, Kyle. That's a great way of putting it. Ginger, I'm going to give you a few minutes. Talk about GOA, 2A Tuesday, and then also fully loaded reviews. Go for it, my man.
So we've got 2 bills that have gone and signed, one in New Jersey and one in Massachusetts, and it's an assault weapon ban. Please contact, if you're in those states, please contact your local state representatives and or your federal representatives to fight for you. GOA will be, it sounds like we're writing some stuff up right now. Cannot say how much yet just because it's an active case. So fight for that. Goals is coming up August 17th and 18th in Knoxville, Tennessee. We are 2 weeks away from the largest convention that GOA has ever put on because it's our first convention. So super excited for that. Have been been planning that. Literally spent all day on the phone getting stuff done for that, getting more people signed up. So super excited for goals. It will be in Knoxville next year. It will be August. Probably we're looking at early August. I don't have the dates yet, but once the dates will be announced at the show. So stay tuned for those updated dates for next year. We do have our concert headliner, which will be announced tomorrow for the show. It'll be a free concert.
My name is Kid. Oh, I'm sorry. No,
I wish.
Rob's a gun dude, man, and we actually know someone that knows him.
I know.
I'm sure it's a pretty price to get him there, but wouldn't that be amazing? He lives in Nashville, homie.
Trust me, I tried. I couldn't get him. I also couldn't get Uncle. I couldn't get Uncle Ted to show up either.
Oh, Ted's yeah. I'm not so sure that people want Ted around much. He's kind of getting a little weird. Who's singing? But are you allowed to announce it?
I can't say it until it's officially announced.
Okay.
But it's a country artist. Okay. Let's say his initials are EC, so that's all I can give you. But super excited for that.
Sunglasses quite a bit?
Maybe.
Hold on.
Okay. He's putting it in the private chat. Here we go.
I am.
No, I wish.
Oh, okay. That'd be badass. Like, damn. Okay.
So we've got a country singer.
You see what Kyle put in there? Wouldn't that be awesome?
Shit. Super excited for that. Right. That'll be going on. So we got goals coming up. Be there, show up, have fun. It's free to all GOA members. It's $25 at the door. There's free comedy show Friday night, free concert Saturday night. It's going to be a good time in beautiful Knoxville, Tennessee. If you're not a fan of Tennessee football, Neyland Stadium's right there. You can do whatever you want. Just don't get caught. I've told Chase that multiple times. Don't do anything.
Top it all you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, super excited. And then for FLR, we just launched a new video on the gun you should never buy. And that is the Sky CPX2. So that video is live. Go check that video out. It's only 20 minutes long, so it's a short video for us. Go check it out. It was a fun review for us, and it was more fun dissing Sky a little bit. So
that name was brought up in the back chat. Unfortunately, it's a negative there, G.
Nope. I'll tell you guys afterwards. We can't say it live on the air.
Right on. Kyle, bring people in up to speed on what's going on in Anderson. I know you guys will be at Goals. You'll be at Range Day as well. Tell people where they can find your stuff and all of that.
Yeah, check us out, AndersonManufacturing.com, at Anderson Manufacturing, all social platforms, except for X, where we're at Anderson Rifles. We've been partnered up with Gunbroker here over the summer, and we're launching our Anderson Manufacturing store with some pretty good deals. And it's funny you got brought up a lot of Remington custom shop Remington 700s.
Did he cut out, or is it me?
You guys got me?
I got you.
Yeah.
Okay. I got them now.
Partnered up with Gunbroker. Got a lot of Remington Custom Shop 700s, and Headspace custom blueprinted actions at that store on Gunbroker right now at a heavily discounted price for the summertime. So go check out the store. Big shout out to Hunting with Heroes for last week. If you guys tuned in last week, we had an awesome time out there, raised a bunch of money for veterans. So it was great to give back. And another shout out to Miss Clover Tactical. I don't know how you did it for 30 years. So
Arminthia, that guy's wife, 30 years with that guy. Man, you deserve a medal. Like, seriously, like the Lifetime Achievement Award. It's only been 30 years, but you deserve it.
The MOC, the Medal of Clovers.
A Medal of Clovers. That's right. That's right. I do want to say something real quick. And someone brought it up out there, talking about saying, said that, where is it? Where am I? I'm missing it.
You're talking about Scott's
comment? If anyone says that you have to do something only their way, just don't walk away, run. I agree, and I'll tell you another thing also is if you're looking to find an instructor, right, and someone that you would want to take some classes from, find out who they train with. The best trainers in the world, and I'm throwing the James Yeagers in there when he was alive. The Costas, the Reeds, the Clint Smiths, Tontos, our buddy Ron Holmes at Riker. He's one of the best out there. People might not have heard about him. All these guys are great because they themselves continue to train. They go see other instructors because they're always training themselves. They're always looking for more information. They're always trying to learn themselves. If you go to instructor and the reason why I say this is it does happen, is ask who do they take classes from? They say, he's like, man, my system just works for me. I just use my system, run. Anyone that thinks that their system's the only way is dangerous, because there's no way that there's one system that works for everybody. So I'm going to take that on. There's a little PSA as well. If you can find an instructor that is going to continuously train themselves with multiple other instructors because they continuously want to educate themselves and get better themselves, that's what you're looking for. Let's just be honest. And let's be honest about it also. They're going to probably cost a little bit more than the guy that doesn't, but it's better to pay a little bit more to get to those guys. If you're willing to pay $200 or $300 to work with Joe Blow, then wouldn't it be just as valuable to spend $500 to work with, Costa or Reed, Yeager back when he was alive, Clint Smith, all of these guys? Spend the extra money. It's not going to be that whole lot more money in the grand scheme of things, and you're going to get so much more. So, Kyle, go for it. You got one more thing.
I'd like to apologize to everybody for all my technical difficulties this evening too. Just kind of doing this on a fly. I had some pretty big difficulties. So
yeah, you're good. No, it all worked out. You sound fine. Absolutely, right. It's not a problem at all.
Good to go.
Yeah, no. I didn't hear any problems at all. So I think you're good to go. Oh my God, John.
And I'm fist bumping you theoretically, John.
He's fisting you, John. He said he's fisting you.
I feel like
you feel the fisting happening.
Yeah, like all the time with him. It's like telepathy.
Oh God!
Wow.
And on that note, I'm out.
And on that note, I think we're all out, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hey, the side chat was phenomenal tonight. Thank you guys for always being around. Great conversation. Once again, if you're watching this in replay or listening in podcast form, come to the YouTube channel every Tuesday night at 7 Central, 8 Eastern. Be here live. Great people, great time and all that. We invite you into this family of the we call them the Merry Men, Merry, what do we call them? The Merry Band of Morons. That's what we call ourselves, because at least I am a Unit 2 certified firearms moron. And I'm happy to be one. But no, go check out Chris for the 740. Go check out Anderson Manufacturing. Go check out the Gun Owners of America and Fully Loaded Reviews. If you want to, go to AndersonManufacturing.com, and if you buy something, we do not make a penny off this, but all three of us other besides here have codes. Mine just says Ghost. John, what is FLR? Is it FLR?
It's just FLR.
I know I ask you this every week, and I'm not very smart. So FLR, and then Chris's is Chris from the 740, all one word. These will save you money. We do not make a single penny off of this. This is something that Kyle has done at Anderson to help our viewers and our listeners and our, I don't want to say fans, but people that watch it and use our stuff. If you want to save some money, Anderson, utilize one of our codes, and it's going to save you some money. Get to the range, guys. Be more proficient with your firearms. Stay in tune with what's going on, whether it's local, state, federal, with all 2A legislations. Make sure that all of your representatives are doing their jobs. If not, guess what? We've got a ton of local and state elections going on. The entire House is up, and half the Senate is up for re-election, plus the White House is up. This is the year to make the change. This is the year. If your representatives aren't doing what you want to do, make sure that you take care of that. More importantly, enjoy your freedoms of being an American, one of which is to keep and bear arms. We'll see you next week. Semper Fi.